Lulu wanted Charlotte to say that she would stay with her if Valentine came for her. And I said, now, Lulu, please. Lulu, please, if ain't nothing you done did, worked all this time, she'd rather be on the run, that should tell you a lot. But yeah, she wanted Charlotte to say that she would stay with her if Valentine came. I said, now you knew better. She crazy about her papa, but she don't call him that no more. But she crazy about him either way it go. She was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, exactly. She's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't make no promises. Hold on. She said, I can't make no promises. Then Nathan over here trying to get her phone. I said, she ain't gonna give up that phone, but she ain't gonna give it to him. I said, either that or she got another one. But Rocco right there, she might use his phone. But yeah, Marco doesn't want Lucas to find out that him and his daddy is up to no good. I said, Pascal look like he'll tell at any moment. I said, he don't like nobody. And y'all know, hold on, y'all. Is it back on? Let me see. There you go. Where do we stop at? Oh, I was talking about Pascal. I said he doesn't want Lucas to know that him and his daddy is up to no good, but Pascal look like he'll tell at any moment. You know, he like to be in charge. We found that out already. He likes to be in charge. Dante ends up sending Nathan to protect his family. Valentine wanted Carly to hide him out. And the last thing is that Dante and Brandon was questioning Alexis about Valentine. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chester for General Hospital, December 8, 2025. First things first. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Do y'all think that somebody is going to discover... Look, Britt, wait, first of all, Jason back in Britt face. After you don't know what your best friend over here doing because you in Britt face. I mean, it's good to see him outside of, you know, saving somebody. I mean, he's still trying to save Britt, so, you know, it's no difference. But it's good. I like his scenes with Britt. But yeah, Carly, I knew her plan. I knew something was going to go wrong. Now they going to think that she over here, well, technically she is helping hide out a fugitive. But yeah, I don't forgot what I was saying at first. But yeah, what did y'all think of the episode? Did y'all like it? So first we're gonna start chasing Brooklyn. They wouldn't talk about nothing. He finally over here kissing his wife and stuff like that, trying to spend time with her and everything. I said, about time. About doggone time, instead of being in Willow face. I'm surprised he went over there to see Willow. I'm surprised. He trying to make it seem like he ain't still trying to help her. That's what he trying to do. But yeah, he kissed her, and what was they talking about? I don't even know. After they was kissing and everything, I think he ended up getting a call from Nathan. Nathan ends up telling him about Valentine, so he had to go into work. Brooklyn ends up seeing Ned over here trying to sneak some pizza and stuff, and she was reminding him that Olivia don't want him eating that stuff. He just got out of the hospital. He was just talking about Geo and how, you know, how the whole situation with Valentine happened, where she was pretending like the baby was Valentine's and stuff like that. And he ends up telling her how she made him a grandpa either way to go. That's all that happened with them. I was waiting on him to have another flashback about Drew or say something about Drew just letting him just pass out like that and not helping. I said, now they missed the perfect opportunity. Maybe they're going to use it down the line. When they had him walk away or whatever, they could have had somebody filming or something like that, because that would have shown people. I mean, he got over one scandal or whatever, but he didn't actually do that. He was set up. But yeah, I was like, that would have shown people who he really is. But maybe they trying to get rid of all these other storylines first. We'll see. But yeah, that's all that happened with Chasing Brooklyn. Like I said, we talked about Brooklyn and Ned. Let me scratch that out. Next, we got Lucas and Marco. Also, I kind of want Marco to get caught slipping. He done talked all the noise about Sonny, and half the doggone town is exactly like Sonny, except they ain't known as a monster. All conducting these criminal activities. Hold on. But yeah, we weren't supposed to talk about Lucas and Marco yet. I skipped though. Why I didn't write down Valentine and Carly? Valentine reminds Carly that they supposed to be taking down Jack together. She was trying to get him up out of there. And he's like, no, he wanted her to hire him out. And she was like, no, you can't be here. She got a young daughter or whatever. And that's when Carly Jr. showed up. When Johnson showed up, calling for him. Wait, I skipped the part. She went and got the first aid kit and everything. That's when he was talking about he need her help. They supposed to be partners. She's like, we not partners. She not going down for trees. I said, too little, too late. He gonna end up saying, I said, you can't trust him either. I said, if he feel like you trying to double cross him and not help, he gonna end up grabbing you or something. Or some type of way he gonna give you up. I said, her doggone plans never really work. I told y'all her plans never really work. Now she over here scared. He's talking about, you need me or whatever. We supposed to be working together. I know a lot about the WSB that you don't know. she ends up giving him the key to her shed and stuff like that. I said, some type of reason, somebody gonna decide, oh, let me go to the shed. They ain't been in that shed in 10 decades. 10 decades. In 10 years. They ain't been in the doggone shed. They gonna decide to go now. Or something gonna happen. But yeah, Josh showed up. She wanted to know why the first aid kit was there. She said something about her and Donna was playing doctor or something like that. What else did she say to her? I think they was talking about Brandon. I think they was talking about Brandon and, you know, Thanksgiving dinner, how things was awkward and all that other stuff. Who we got next? Brandon and Josh. Brandon tells Josh that Valentine escaped and she was worried about her mama or whatever. He's still worried about the doggone mission. And she said, that's all you care about? He's like, yeah, I haven't made that obvious yet. Basically, he's saying that's what she needs to be worried about too, the mission. So he was like, he had to go to the PCPD to coordinate with them and everything. So he went there. He over here questioning Alexis. He said that he think they should investigate the Cassadine. Hold on, y'all. Is it back? There you go. He was saying how he thinks they should investigate the Cassadine estate or whatever to see if any funds have, if it looked odd or something. Alexis made that face. I said, yeah, he thought you was out of it, didn't you, girl? He thought you was free. But Dante's like, he don't think that Alexis had anything to do with it, but he wants her to work with them and let them know if he reaches out or anything like that. I said the part already about Dante sending Nathan to look after his family, didn't I? I think I said that at the beginning. But yeah, they was just worried that Valentine would reach out to Charlotte, or he would, I think he said something about Dante was worried that he would do anything to get to Charlotte, including her and Lulu, so that's why he sent Nathan. Rocco and Charlotte was out there talking about Dante and his reaction, and he wanted to know about if she would feel that way about her father. She was like, she ain't never felt that way about her daddy. She ain't never felt that way about her papa or whatever. Next thing you know, Lulu gets a phone call from Dante. Dante telling her that Valentine escaped. So she ran out there, Rocco, Charlotte, get in here now. So they end up finding out about it, and Charlotte's like, was he okay? I said, this girl ain't gonna never turn her back on her daddy. That's the only thing she was concerned about. So Lulu kept trying to get her to promise that if he reaches out that she'll tell her and stuff like that. She kept beating around the bush. She would tell anything. Nathan came. Lulu was so afraid she got in front of Charlotte and Rocco. I said, he gonna take you down in a split second. She got in front of them trying to protect them, and it was Nathan. She opened the door. That's when he was like, Dante sent him to protect them, stuff like that. Charlotte was asking about her daddy. Nathan ends up saying that he need her phone. She was like, no, I'm not giving you my phone. So Lulu ends up telling her to give it to him, and she finally did. They wanted to go outside, or Charlotte did, and Rocco followed. I was like, she finna use his phone or something. But I was like, how would he get in contact, though? I said, that didn't make sense. Well, it is a show. It is a soap opera. They be making stuff that don't make sense. Hold up. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Okay. What else? Nathan tells Dante about Valentine. When Rocco and Charlotte was talking, she was saying how she wants to speak to Valentine, and Lulu was listening. She heard it. I said, see, you did. See? She gonna tell, I think she told Nathan that she regrets letting her see him because now, you know, all this has happened, and she think it makes a difference. Even if you hadn't let her see him, it wasn't gonna make no difference. Then she's supposed to be telling Brandon that she not gonna let him use Charlotte or see Charlotte. I said, it's not gonna make a difference. I said, he could take you down too, Lulu, if he really wanted to get to her to bring Valentine in. That's exactly what he would do. When they gonna realize they can't trust this man? I don't know. I really don't know. We talked about Rocco, Charlotte, Lulu, Nathan, Dante, Nathan, Brandon, Josh, Carly, Valentine. Dante was questioning Alexis. She was like, she don't know anything. Josh and Carly, we talked about them. I think the last people is Lucas and Marco. Let me see. Marco ends up surprising Lucas and stuff like that. And Pascal just sitting up there watching them. I said, he said, I could get rid of both of them. He said, I could get rid of both of them. Y'all know he like to be in charge. The way he looking at them, he's like, ugh. He's like, ugh. I said, look, somebody gonna have to take Pascal. See what I'm probably gonna get him next. But yeah, so what did he say? What did Pascal say? I don't know if he said could he help them with something or what. He scared them. So then they end up telling him they want some food, or Lucas wanted some food because he didn't get to eat. then Pascal just looking like, this is not what I'm here for. But yeah, at first I was when they in the same room where Sidwell murdered Dalton. I thought Lucas was gonna see some blood or something. I said, you better get him up out of there. So when he asked for the food, Pascal was just looking like he was irritated. They was just talking about Carly and how she thinks that he's lying to her, that he's lying to him or whatever, and all this other stuff. Lucas was saying how Carly is the problem, and Marco was just reassuring him that Sidwell has nothing to hide. Carly's wrong. They ain't got nothing going on. So it's a knock on the door. It's Chase with the police officer and stuff. They want to search the place for Valentine. Lucas over here interfering and stuff. Nobody asked you nothing. Marco mentions a warrant, but then Pascal gave him a look of okay. Tell him okay because he had already texted Sidwell. Sidwell said it was okay. They searched the place. They didn't find nothing. What did they talk about? Oh, they went upstairs. I don't know what Lucas and Marco was talking about. I think something about their relationship. I don't know, y'all. But then Marco took his tail down there where Pascal was, and he was like, it's important that Lucas don't know what Sidwell truly got going on or the fact that he's played a part in it or whatever. And I was expecting Lucas to overhear or something, but the way Pascal looked, I said, he gonna tell it. Some type of way he gonna tell it, or he gonna make it so he ends up seeing or something. I said, because he likes to be in charge, and he already told Sidwell he thinks this was a bad idea, which it was. Why would you agree to let this man live here? You know doggone well you got all this going on. Then didn't he say or get a green light that they was gonna take him out or do what was necessary if Lucas discovered anything? Marco don't know that part, but at the same time, you know your daddy running around murdering folks. You know that much. But yeah, I think that was it. I think that was everything. Let me check the back. Carly puts Valentine in the shed. Oh, Josh told Carly about Valentine. She acted all shocked. Josh was telling Carly that she supports her no matter what. Marco tells Pascal it's important that Lucas doesn't know anything that they got going on. And I said he probably be the one to tell. But that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day.